Welcome back. This is the Halloween edition. I know y'all finna get loose tonight. I know y'all got on every outfit that you can imagine out there in America. But I tell you what tonight, be careful. Don't do too much. Don't get in no motherfucking trouble. Because some of y'all got them get out of jail outfits on. And you might end up going to jail if you act too motherfucking crazy. Some of y'all got that Wicked Witch outfit on. Yeah, scaring everybody. I seen the motherfucker. They scared me. I had to realize that it was Halloween. I'm like, what is that? Oh, shit, it's Halloween. Okay, let's get to it. Now, over the weekend, people were doing too motherfucking much. To the point of, they ended up putting weed gummies inside of the candy that was supposed to be at a Halloween event for elementary kids. Now, come on, man. Yeah, that is too much. That is an evil individual that did this. And you ought to go straight to hell for putting this in here for these goddamn kids. Weed is for grown folks, adults, people like me. Now, in Alameda, California, gummies infused with cannabis was found in a candy stash at a Halloween event held at California Elementary School over the weekend. School district officials said Monday. One student ate a fruit chew containing THC before anyone realized what was in it. The child became sick and sought medical attention. Now, the Alameda Police Department said all of this, right? The fruit chews were included in a stash of candy collected by students at a PTA-sponsored trunk-or-treat event at Amelia Earhart Elementary School. Now, 3 families found the fruit chews in their children's candy. That's what a spokesman said. The candy stash also contained chocolate and other popular Halloween candy. The cannabis fruit chews were made by Kiva Louse Farm and packaged in square blue wrappers according to the school district officials. Kiva Louse Farm website states that its THC edible gummies and chews contain 10 milligrams of THC. Now, the edibles are shaped as squares, come in brightly colored wrapper that appear similar to Starburst candies. Now, THC is a psychoactive ingredient in marijuana, if you don't know what that is. So the police, they shared a photo of what they found, right? And if you can see this photo, you can clearly see that it has Louse Farm cannabis infused fruit chews on it. See, this goes back to parenting too. Now, you supposed to, I learned this a long time ago when I was little. When I was little coming up, we would go trick-or-treating in Hollywood, for candy and shit. My great-grandma that ain't living and people like that, they would say, hey, inspect all that candy. And what the grown folks used to do was inspect the candy before they let you eat it. Now y'all so busy running around here jumping on dicks, and you niggas running around here sticking your thing and everything, that you're not doing your job. Especially with all this shit going on out here right now. I can't believe that you niggas and my Caucasian friends and my Asian friends and my Indian friends, that y'all are not checking these kids' candy before y'all let them eat it. Y'all are getting turned out by America. It's too much crazy stuff to trust people. Especially with something free. People don't want to give away shit free. If it's something free, I'm always suspect. So we got to check the candy. We even got to check out the teachers nowadays. Everybody is a suspect for doing something crazy. We got teachers getting caught with weed, scales, weed baggies, and all type of shit at the school. On the school property where they supposed to be teaching at. Now, the school principal, Brian Dunn Ruiz, sent a letter to families urging parents to comb through carefully through their child's candy collection to ensure it did not contain cannabis. Did I just say that? I had to read the story. Now, how I know more than the parents, and I don't even have kids, but I done raised several kids because I've been with women before where the baby daddies running around, so I stepped up to the plate. But I know that. That's what they should have did from the start, and nobody wouldn't have had a problem with this. Now, trunk-or-treat events typically involve organizers decorating cars and passing out treats to children dressing up in costumes. This incident highlights a concern regarding the safety of our community during holiday celebrations as Halloween, is what the police department wrote. Exercise extra caution and inspect your child's Halloween candy. Now, they claim that this THC candy looks like popular Halloween candies. But if you could see this picture, America, Google this story about Alameda Police Department, and you will see what happened, and you will see this picture clearly, and you can clearly see that it has cannabis on the package and on the wrapper. But if you didn't inspect your kids' candy and shit, then no, you're going to miss it. Now, they had a child that accidentally eat one of them and got sick and shit. You know, and so that's what it alerted them and how they make them check all the candy, and then they went to finding all type of THC candies blended up in the shit. But like I said, that's a sick individual. 9 times out of 10, that is a pedophile. That is somebody that likes to take advantage of kids. I said it wrong. Take advantage of kids and get them in a predicament that they cannot overcome by sedating them with a drug and having them relax. Yeah, that's a pedophile who did this shit. A real predator. And I know that poor child, that baby was high as hell, because when I was in California, I had took some edibles and shit. And you be floating. So you wrong for that, you evil motherfucker who gave them kids that shit. Now we're going to jump on across the globe over here to New York City. One of my favorite cities to be in, to live in, to just thrive. New York Police Department identified suspect wanted for fatal shooting of a Brooklyn bodybuilder and stepson over noise complaints. You see what I'm talking about? Black folks. Now, this man took the law into his own hands and killed a father and a son over some noise. This is what we done came to. Over loud ass noise, you want somebody to die. I mean, god damn. Now, they named the suspect wanted for shooting to death 2 upstairs neighbors over an ongoing noise dispute. Jason Pass, 47 years old, is the killer caught on video shooting 47-year-old Vladimir Mathurin and Mathurin's 27-year-old stepson, Chen Mo, in the hallway of their Flatbush Gardens apartment Sunday night. Pass, who lives in the apartment directly below Mathurin's 4th floor pad, had constantly complained about the noise the Brooklyn bodybuilder and his family were making. This is what the police said, right? This shit is crazy. Ridiculous. Now, if you see this motherfucker trying to look like John Wayne, and they got a crystal clear picture of him holding his gun, and the gun got like a beam on that motherfucker. This nigga is crazy. Now, the chief of detectives of the new NYPD, Joseph Kenney, said Tuesday someone from past apartments had made 6 311 calls complaining about the noise from the apartment above beginning on March the 8th. The caller complained about constant banging on the floor. They were noise complaints, basically people walking, Kenney said. We come to find out the apartment upstairs didn't have carpeting. It's a wood floor. So a lot of noise, people walking back and forth, generated these calls. Now, the cops investigated the complaints, but they were determined not to be criminal after speaking to both tenants, Kenney said. The downtown neighbor was seen on a grisly surveillance video obtained by the Daily News, pulling a pistol with a green laser scope and opening fire on Mathurin just moments after the 2 men stood toe-to-toe. Mathurin threatened Pass with a pair of scissors just before the shooting as relatives tried to pull him away from the gunman. Now see, you can't bring a knife to a gunfight. What was you doing? Some things you just supposed to know you ain't supposed to do. Now, I'm not giving this man a pass for shooting the shit out of him, but when you pull a knife on somebody, I mean, they gonna shoot? I'm gonna shoot you. If I got a gun, you got a knife, I got to take you out. I'm not gonna let you stick me. I'm not finna let you stick me. It's not gonna happen. Now, sadly, that the man's son had to get involved in this. He got his son life took too. When his son could have been out of this shit. But because of his dad, look what happened. Now, when Paz pulled his weapon, everyone scattered. Mathurin was repeatedly shot in the back and the head as he ran back to his apartment. Mathurin's stepson, was fatally shot trying to run to the hallway staircase, the video showed. So he was running. The man got into a rage. When he started squeezing that gun, he just went into a rage. Because they said he repeatedly shot the man in the back of the head. Now, after shooting both men, Paz didn't make a quick escape. Instead, he called the elevator and waited 20 seconds for it to arrive. He took his time. He felt like that, hey, y'all tried to take my life. You showed signs that you was going to take my life. Because the man did have some big motherfucking scissors. And one thing about New York, a motherfucker will cut your ass on the East Coast. So, I mean, hey, you can't bring a knife to a gunfight. And I'm pretty sure that the man, from the way this story is being read, it's being presented by the Daily News, it's seeming that this man pulled that damn knife out first, because nobody's going to pull a knife out when you pull a gun out first. It don't make sense. Think about this, what I'm saying, listeners. So he had to pull that knife out, and then the man pulled that gun out and finished the shit. And when you think in your mind that somebody's going to kill you or take your life, I mean, you're not going to have no justice about what you do to them to protect your life. Now, this is what the wife said. She said, that guy killed my son, my husband. As blood pooled outside the door. That guy terrified my family, the only family I have, my husband and my children. I have nobody else. Paz fled the building and was last seen going east, cops said. We have him on video leaving the location via the elevator after the incident, and we're currently hunting him. They're going to get you. They are going to get him. Now, like I said, this is a sad situation for somebody to lose their life, especially with your kids. See, this is what people got to realize, especially some of you women. Because I seen a woman the other day, and something happened to her child at school, and she was like, yeah, I'm about to go up here. They got my kid fucked up. So I ended up asking her, what happened? What happened? What? She was so riled up. I'm about to go to jail today. And she was so riled up that I said to myself, she reminded me of Shaniqua from the projects. So I don't want to say, baby, I don't think you should go to jail. Because she seemed like she would get mad at me and say, don't tell me about how to fuck up my life. You know, so I'm like, shit, okay, well, I ain't going to say nothing, but let me try to at least see what's going on. She says that her kid has been getting bullied by another kid, basically. And she tired of the shit. The teachers are not doing nothing. They saying call the parents and this and this and that. Now what should happen is, if it's evidence that a child is getting bullied, that child should get kicked out of school. That's the remedy to it. Then you talk to the parents about addressing it so their kid can get back in school. But you don't keep the kid in school to be able to do the shit. You see what I'm saying? You don't do that. But this lady was so mad, and I see a lot of women like that about their kids when they get mad. They quick to say, I'm going to go to jail. Okay, when you go to jail, what your child going to do? You left your child out here on their own. So you can't do that, people. Go to jail and leave your kids out here. You got to have a better way to handle your problem. A better way to get redemption from whatever you feel like was done wrong to your child that you have to come to their defense for. But you can't do that crazy shit. And this man wasn't thinking. He wasn't thinking about his son at all. Because he would have moved different. He wouldn't have pulled out no damn big ass scissors that look like hedges to cut a tree and a piece of grass with. Or slice your ass up. He left that man no choice. And the man felt like if he left the son alive, that the son would shoot him too. I mean, it's gruesome, it's fucked up, it's sad. But let's just be real about it. Just tune into another episode of Legend the Comic. And they going crazy all around the world, from the east to the west. Boy, niggas know they can do it the best. I hope y'all out there being productive. Enjoy your Halloween. Don't get in no trouble. And look, watch the candy that you might get if you're going trick-or-treating. They might have an edible in there. And if you ain't used to edibles, you're going to be fucked up. You're going to be flying like a bird. Until the next time. Until the next episode. Do something with yourself. Do something with your life. You just might be somebody one day, nickel.